Ayodeji Ebo is the head of that unit and is live to us from downtown here, Lagos. Ayodeji, thank you very much. We appreciate your time.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I'm sure this is one conversation over the last several hours that's been keeping you analysts scratching your head as to what is going on. You've listened to what the central bank issued, isn't it? The statement from the CBN.
Yes.
And we have JP Morgan on one hand, liquidity on one hand. Talk to us about, a little bit, liquidity on one hand first. Let's tackle with that.
Yes, I think the issue of the issue which has raised concerns between the JP Morgan guys and also the CBN is, I think, is more of perception issue, which I feel the CBN needs to provide more clarity, because even when I read the press release of the CBN this morning, there's no surprise based on CBN have always been stating that they have been meeting all demands. While at the other hand, the JP Morgan guys have also been raising concerns that they are not CBN is not meeting demand. So I feel there should be some form of more clarity in terms of how these demands are being met. Yes, I agree that with the order-driven two-way quote forex market, that CBN wants to try to reduce speculation around tripping as much as possible. However, I feel we need some form of clarity. The 7 months, based on the report, the 7 months stability recorded within the official market should not be a statement to justify that there has been a form of stability within the forex market. But you will notice that there's been like a demand shift. The CBN has excluded a lot of manufacturers' products that ab initio are entitled to participating or sourcing for dollar within the official market. So the pressure has been moved to the parallel market, which we call, like in our term, we use like a dodgy devaluation, because you see pressure currently trading around 223 naira to a dollar, and it captures like the informal sector as which you may not have adequate data on. So I feel the CBN needs to provide markets with more clarity in terms of this.
Ayo, this is very a serious conversation, and we can spend the whole 1 hour talking about it, but I need to get to this very quickly. We have about 2-3 minutes to share with you, to share your insight, and we thank you for that. Now, lack of transparency is a very serious allegation from JP Morgan. I'm sure you agree with me. Now, the central bank has provided some information regarding how it has tried to block speculations in the market and introduce an order-based two-way FX trading system. JP Morgan wants this to be removed.
Yes, as much as I don't agree that, because JP Morgan is recommending that we should reinstate the two-way order-based and the two-way code system, I feel that in terms of meeting demand, the restrictions which I will still require, there's more clarity. Still some form of still looks very easy in terms of the clarity, in terms of what exactly is going on within that particular the forex market. It's just based on the press statement. When you discuss with investors that have transactions that relate to dollar-denominated transactions, you get to hear, you get some form of gist that the CBN is not able to provide as sufficient dollars as they would have required for their business. So on the regulator side, we hear that everything is fine, but when you also speak to the investors or the stakeholders within this market too, you hear that the things are not really going as well as it should be.
Okay, finally, I'm sure you saw the numbers always, the data for the second quarter, that in terms of foreign investment in Nigeria, it was 99% in the financial assets market. You know that. And foreign investors bought significantly into the treasuries market, but they sold down on our bond market. What does this tell us? Give us about 1 minute or 30 seconds of that, putting it together from an analyst point of view. They're coming heavily in terms of equities. You know that. And they're coming very heavily also in second quarter in terms of treasury bills, but they're selling down on bonds. What exactly does JP Morgan and foreign investors want? What do they want?
No, I feel what the JP Morgan guys are trying to do is they pricing for them to move from bonds, which are long tenured instruments, to short-term instruments, treasury bills, is that they feel that they perceive economic risks. Maybe they are trying to look at the macroeconomic environment. Crude oil has been declining, though with the current development, there has been accretion in the results. But I feel they need, if we are able to come up with the new minister, come up with the right policies, I feel that will may boost confidence as if they see improvement in the accretion of the results. That will allay the fears of the JP Morgan guys. However, when you look at the proportion, just to round up, proportion of their contribution to the bond index, I feel local investors have nothing much to fear. It's local investors hold over 90% of the bonds within the bonds market. So if they are going to even sell down, I don't feel it will affect yield significantly. Yield is already high at over 15.5% average yield in the market. So we don't expect it to cross the 16% psychological line.
All right, thank you, Ayode Jebo, Head of Investment Research, for lifting the curtain on that conversation for us this morning. Ayode Jebo, Head of Investment Research at AfroInvest. Later in the program, we'll talk to Toko Fasha from our Abuja studios to give us an economist and the CEO at Global Analytics. He's also talking to us about on the program.